Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Annette again. Listen, again, here we go. I am excited because this evening I am interviewing this cutie right here. Oh, my goodness. Cynthia Crawford is a part of the Centered in Christ devotional, Steadfast and Immovable, Volume 1. And I want to welcome Cynthia to this interview today, to Jetney Publishing interview. How are you, Cynthia?
I'm doing well, Dr. West. Thank you for interviewing me this evening.
Yes. So listen, as we get started here, I'm sure the listeners want to know a bit about you. So in a nutshell, take a minute or two and just tell us about you and how you got to this point in your life.
Okay, well, I am Cynthia E Crawford. I am a child of God. I'm a wife to Ray. We've been married it'll be 18 years next year. Next month. And we have two kids, Sydney and Raymond, both teenagers. They're both now in high school. And I am the CEO of Authentic Existence, where I'm dedicated to helping you see who God designed you to be. And I do that by through inspiration to open the eyes of your heart. And then I sell symbolic jewelry and unique products to affirm that word throughout the day. How I got to this point, I grew up and always excelled in high school, excelled in college, got a great job out of college, but there was something that was always burdening me because I wanted to be perfect. As I continued to have worldly success, I did not want anyone to ever think that I couldn't achieve anything. And by the time I hit my mid 30s, I was extremely burdened by that. And I had a moment where something that me and my husband faced together, we had to surrender to Christ because there really was no other option. And it really changed my focus on how I relied on Jesus. And since then, it's a continual, like any relationship, it's a continual development of the relationship. And that's how I came about to become the co-author on Centered in Christ Devotional Steadfast and Immovable Volume 1. During the pandemic, I really leaned into reading the word. I read the word before, but I really, daily, it's something I do every single day. And I was using devotionals as well as a supplement to really help get me through. And then me and you, we met on Clubhouse. And what stuck with me is your focus on the whole, like the mental, physical, and spiritual aspects of mind, body, and soul. And I was actually in the middle of doing another project, but when the Lord speaks to you, he spoke to me and was like, this is an opportunity. I know what you had, your plan. I know what your timing was, but you got to trust my timing. And from that surrender that happened, like I said, almost 7 to 8 years ago, it got me to have the relationship with him where I was able to trust him and say, you know what, God, this wasn't what I planned to do right now, but I'm very happy I had the opportunity to do it.
That's beautiful. And I love you talking about, having that relationship in the Lord where you know to heed, you know to listen, and you know when to move. So that's so important on this spiritual journey that we have with Christ. So as you are now becoming an author, and yes, it is exciting. You think you're excited now. Wait till you get that box of books to come to your door and you get to open that box of books up. It's a different revelation totally. It is so exciting. So as we process through this journey, and it was my honor to meet you on Clubhouse. And also an honor and just feel blessed that you even accepted to be a part of what I was putting out there, being a part of the anthology, to invest in yourself, and also you're investing in me as well, so let me not even think for a minute that you aren't, because you are. So as you think about Centered in Christ, Steadfast and Immovable, without you telling your story, tell us the title of your devotional and just what you believe being steadfast and immovable your definition of it is.
So the title of my devotional is I Surrender All. And if you just heard how my journey to me even becoming this co-author, it was based on a moment of surrender. And this was an even deeper surrender, but to be steadfast and immovable. So I want to say one of the reasons why I took on coming into the project was because for Authentic Existence, I'm the CEO of my handle, and my website is Bold Full Moon. So boldfullmoon.com and @boldfullmoon. And the whole premise, how the Lord really spoke to me was, Cynthia, for you to shine your brightest in this world, it's for you to be in alignment with Christ. Just like how the moon has to be in alignment with the sun to have the full moon, I have to be in alignment with Christ. And you have to be, even know that you're to be in alignment with it, what you're focused towards. And so to be steadfast, I have to put it with the center in Christ. To be steadfast and immovable with that assignment means that no matter what comes my way, I cannot stay out of alignment with Christ. And if I do that, if I'm steadfast and immovable in following Christ, doing things according to his word, then I can move forward in the assignment that he has for me. So that's what it means. It means for me to just trust and believe everything that he has said to me. Hold on to that no matter what comes my way. Don't lose my focus. Stay in alignment with him. And I can do everything that he has told me that he wants to do through me.
Beautiful, beautiful. So now that the reader, the listener, because they haven't had that book yet, but now that the listener hears your thought process on being centered in Christ, how do you think your book, your devotional, and the other really neat elements that go along with it? Because let me tell you all, this is not just a devotional where you just read it. This is actually has some application things to go along with it, some activities. So what did you think about creating the activities to go along with your devotion?
I was very excited to do that because the story I tell is extremely personal, and it was a very life-changing event for me. It helped me to, like I said, like my title said, surrender all. And for me to have the opportunity to help someone reflect on the story and apply it, I mean, I'm just honored. That's the only way I can say. I mean, I'm just super excited and honored that what I have to put out, like what God put in me, I can share with them. And I can't wait for people to write me and say, let me tell you about what happened, like how God has used me, because I have surrendered all to him. And like I said, one of the keys about being centered in Christ and steadfast and immovable is you just trust what the Lord is going to do. And I just cannot wait to hear. I know there will be testimonies that come from my devotional and all the other great ones that are in this book.
Thank you, Cynthia. Well, our time is winding down. So I would like for you to tell the viewers, how can they access a pre-order copy of your book?
You can access a pre-order copy of my book at boldfullmoon.com. As soon as you go there, it is one of the first things I have on the website, and that's how you can get it. And I invite you to pre-order, because you want to be one of the first ones to get it, and just really do the application, like you said, read and do the application. And it's a great way going into the end of the year, because sometimes you think the end of the year is like, oh, we're closing out, but it really is a great way to just prepare you for what God has for us coming into 2022. So I encourage you to head over to boldfullmoon.com and get your copy.
I love that you just said that also, because as I was listening to someone earlier, they were like, well, no, you should wait and just hold your book until the first of the year, because then it's a new year and a new book. But I love your concept of, let's get this in before the year ends so that we can start refocusing. We can start processing towards the new year if God gives us this opportunity to live longer. So I really like that idea. I really like that message to the listeners. And I know that it's going to be great success for you. I just love the way, just your smile might get somebody to buy that book. Okay. I'm sure people tell you that all the time, right?
Yes. Another gift from God. I try to use what he gave me. So I'm just happy. This is just pure. This is what you're seeing is sincere joy with the process. I want to thank you, Dr. West, for allowing me to be part of the project. And like you said, I feel like it was divine. And so I'm happy that we connected, and I'm happy to be part of this project with you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. So listen, everyone, make sure that you hit Cynthia up and get a copy of this. Order a pre-copy now. Get your little discount now. That's on after we launch. It's going back up. Okay. So reach out and get your book. And what this means for you is you'll be able to get your book before other people. Mm-hmm.
And it will make a great gift for the holidays as well.
So you know what that means. Don't just buy one, get at least two. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Be blessed. And thank you so much for interviewing. And thank you for being a part of Jetnay Publishing's just collaboration of co-authors for this book project. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That was so good.